They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Stallions ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Auburn Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the...
There he goes! Crosses midfield. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tiger!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stallions offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Makes the catch. It's McGowan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass pass rush gets you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
It's complete on the right side. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? The Stallions with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Line getting set on 2nd down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
And the Stallions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. The run to the left. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body, and that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Back to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Stallions will punt this one away. Gets away from one, finds some space. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls. moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up and they cannot get it done.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. They put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Going to the run, it's Henderson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
The Stallions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Stallions will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger!
And this This offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
42, Sharks, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try it over the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set here in the second half. About to kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Catch in the middle, it's Temple. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
To the air, it's Grimes. Got the tight end outside. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Manning. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Stallions send out the punt unit. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, running back on the move. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. On the run, fires downfield. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Stallions will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Toss sweep to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Auburn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Stallions come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robertson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
gets ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. On the move at the 30. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He's in open space downfield.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
Breaks into the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. RPO complete to open the drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Stallions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Grimes. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Leaves it with the back. Past the 30. At the 20, he's got space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Roberts. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Stallions have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Grimes. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right.